My name is Kayo, and I'm a creative director here at Magnet, a New York City-based creative agency. And I have been a creative who loves tech for many years. In fact, I joined two tech companies during my gap year before going to grad school. And one is Microsoft, and one is a tech plus design startup. And those two experiences early on really laid the foundation for my quick adaptation to AI and helped me to build the career today, which I'm the creative director here at Magnet for tech brands, where we do content strategies, productions, and a lot of other things for the major tech brands. So right now we are actively identifying areas where AI can streamline the process or enhance creativity or provide any data-driven insights. But at this stage, we're mostly testing them internally instead of using this for all of the client projects, because there are different regulations or legal compliance that a lot of the clients are still working on. So it's not really about how much they're asking us or how much we can do. It's really about how they're looking at a bigger picture on legal and regulations and beyond, and those are beyond marketing and content. Interestingly enough, we actually have a internal AI bootcamp where everyone in the company in different roles will test AI tools every single week, and then we gather together to share our insights and share what is working and what is not. And I think that it's really helping us to learn that as a collective effort and to adapt at the fastest pace, because not like major companies, we don't really have an AI department, but I think by each individual contributing to one certain area and to see how AI is helping them individually, and then we can brainstorm and ideate on how we might collaborate using this and help us with the process overall, and more specifically in my department. Right, because I have this blended background of production and creative. I've been using them on different aspects, like pre-production, production, and post-production. For example, I have been experimenting on how AI can generate reference photos, how it can help with brainstorm. But even though a lot of the photos that it generated doesn't make to the final deck that we're presenting to the client, but it has been super helpful in terms of bringing what is in our head into the PowerPoint or into a doc. When we think about how AI works, it's gathering all the data, analyze it, learn from it, and then create something new from it. But everything that it's creating or generating, it's based on existing information that it extracts from somewhere else. So I think the creative, it's still the key for all of the content creations or creativities, and that's a unique talent that human has, because we get to think beyond. We get to learn from different aspects and to adapt this back into our creative ideation. I think a better thinking towards this is that how do we utilize AI to maximum our creativity? I think at this stage, it's no longer the question of whether it should be a part of the process. It's how can we best utilize it under the regulations and policies while maintaining the transparency and privacy. So for a lot of our clients, it's, again, like I've said in the very beginning, it's less about how we are adapting to it. It's less about what they're asking us to do, but what they already know about the policies and their legal team have developed with a bigger picture that's more than marketing and content. However, a lot of the clients is actually asking us on what are some of the best AI practices that we have been testing, and what could potentially work for their internal team as well. So I think we do see a trend of people embracing this as part of our workflow. But however, until that regulation is fully developed, we're still just learning and equipping ourselves till that day has come. Yeah, I'm personally, because I'm really passionate about technology. I'm really passionate about it. I have been learning about it for like many years, since my very first job. So to me, I'm personally very excited by it. I understand that that will be a huge impact to the industry, but I do not think it will replace the creativity, but it will enhance it. So if we think about it, when we create something, when we create a content, it's always two parts: the creative and the execution.
Yeah.
So if AI, like with those powerful tools, can really bring or help the execution part in the best efficiency, then we can really be freed and focus on the creativity and bring a better story to life for brands, for ourselves, and for the human beings. Yeah, so I'm a very heavy AI user. Basically everything I do, I would start and just see if, like, start searching and see if there is a tool that can help me to make things more efficient, or can help out in some way. And then that's really for experiment, and that's really like just my personal passion. I'm really having this hope that if I can create a most efficient way of working different things, whether that's personal or work, so that I can really spend like more quality times with friends, family, and myself. And that's the hope. And then like, just speaking of like specific AI tools I'm using for, there's just so many of them for like different specific niche industries or genres, but like the most common ones will be like Midjourney, Runway, Pika, GPT, Cloud, Gemini, and much more, right? And it's like with the three large language models like ChatGPT, Cloud, and Gemini, I do think they have their strengths and weaknesses of each, and I like to like, for example, to get like one information, I like to run with three of them for different purposes, because they do have like different functionalities when it comes to like different topics. Right, so like the very first thing I wouldn't lie is that I actually learned a lot of information on social media, whether that's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Like, you know, the algorithm really knows what you're thinking and what you're interested at. So like once I start browsing them, they just comes to me now. I don't really have to like active looking. I like, whenever I scroll, there will be a demo, like, or short videos, introductions on the most recent tools or most recent news. And whenever I'm working on a specific thing, I would just Google research or Gemini to see what are some of the most advanced tools or information that we should be learning about. And in our agency, we work with a lot of big tech brands. So by working with them, it's also a learning process of how they're positioning themselves in this AI revolution, if we can call that. And all of those it just helps me to learn more and more about AI every single day. And sometimes, of course, we all get tired of it, or get tired of like, hey, here's a new thing, here's another tool. But I think really, like, no matter how many AI tools are out there, it's built to help us, and we should be able to find a way to co-live with it, with cautious and regulations and the right policies behind it.